Hey guys, how's it going? Today I got a what's in the bag video. I've been getting a lot of requests about this on Instagram. Thought this would be a better place to do it. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna start this off with what bag I am currently using. So I have the Callaway. It's a waterproof bag, something you need in the Pacific Northwest. Rep was kind enough to give me this bag for free. So I've been using it for the last 3 years and it's held up awesome. It's waterproof. You need that in Vancouver. It rains like 50% of the time. It's just a stand bag, super light, usually carry. I've kind of recently switched to pushing. Yeah, it's just a normal stand bag, nothing special, light. The one thing I don't particularly like is when you do put it on a cart, the legs kind of come out kind of weird, but hey, it was free. It's lasted 3 years. That's a pretty good investment. Before we get into the clubs, I'm just gonna go over a few things that I keep in my bag that I always have there for practice. Basically anything that I use day to day that I always have in my bag. Number one most important thing that I always have in my golf bag are alignment sticks. I actually broke one of them, so I'm using an old shaft. That works too. But for me, alignment's one of the biggest things that goes wrong. So I always have these in my bag and I'm always using these on the range. Next item that I always have, these are great for warming up. Getting loose before a round, you gotta do some slings, get nice and loose. Need these, especially some of the courses around here don't have ranges, so really important to have these, get loose before the round. And yeah, the other thing that I always keep in my golf bag is a chalk line. Chalk lines are a super useful tool on the putting green. Just line it up, find a straight putt and snap it. For me, alignment is kind of one of the big keys to success for me playing well consistently. So I keep this in the bag, stretch it out, find that straight putt. Also works great for breaking putts. Find out the point you want to start it on, snap it, and work on those breaking putts. The rangefinder I play is a Bushnell. I think it's the V4. Yeah, it's lasted me a long time. I've had it for 4 or 5 years, no problems. Super consistent rangefinder. I might upgrade to one with slope, and maybe I think some of them have the wind feature now. So I really like this rangefinder. Really easy to use, small, light, yeah. So for gloves, I play the Titleist Tour Cabretta in a Cadet medium. Absolutely love these gloves. They're super thin. They fit really well. Yeah, big fan of Titleist gloves. You might not be if you're really rough on gloves. I'm not. I maybe go through 3 a year tops, but I absolutely love Titleist gloves. Always have. I don't see myself really changing. I mean, if there's a better glove out there, let me know in the comments below. Titleist Pro V1, 2021 model. And I always play the high numbers. Number 5 specifically, if I can get my hands on it. But with pandemic, we take what we can get. But I was playing the 2019 Pro V1X before this ball. Personally, I like it more. If I can get my hands on some, I would love to. This is a great ball, but for me, it might be a little too low spinning with the irons. It's a Titleist. At the end of the day, it's a great golf ball, but this might change. I might try a few other golf balls. Let me know, what's your favorite below. What should I try? If you'd like to see any ball reviews, if you'd like to see any comparisons, just let me know. It's been good. Really like the flight. Really good wind in the ball. Good ball in the wind. Just have a few issues with some of the irons. A little too low spinning. I find that's kind of a common feature now, so I gotta find, maybe try a few others. But for now, this is what I'm playing. It's familiar for the most part, and yeah, again, Titleist, can't go wrong. It's #1 ball in golf for a reason, right? So, one last thing. So for head covers, I got these custom made from Hazel Golf Club. I'll link them in the descriptions below. Love them. Hazel Golf Co was nice enough to send me that over after my son was born, so I really appreciate that. Thank you, Hazel Golf Co, for sending me these. Really appreciate it, and they've been in my bag for about a year, and yeah, now that that's all out of the way, let's get right into the golf clubs. The first club I'm going to talk about in this What's in the Bag is the club that's been in my bag the longest. That's my 3-wood. I've had it in the bag since 2018. It's never come out. I play the Ping G400 in a 14.5, and it's set on the large minus. What this does is it sets it a little more open, takes a little loft off, and sits a little flatter. Really big fan of Ping fairway woods. I love the low profile, love the sharp leading edge, and yeah, really overall big fan. Not the longest 3-wood out there. They make some that go an absolute mile now, but this swing's consistent, good spin, good off the tee, and good off the ground, and that's really hard to find in a fairway wood. And if you can find that in a fairway wood, hold on to it, don't change it. They're very rare. So I play it in the Fujikura Speeder 757 Tour spec in an X Flex, and it's also tipped 1.5 inches. Grips, I'm using the Z-Chord Golf Pride grip. I have three wraps, so 2 extras under the standard, and yeah, just really big fan of this club. Don't see it coming out of the bag anytime soon. Again, the big thing for me with a 3-wood is that it's consistent off the fairway and off the tee. I have a driver, so I don't need a 3-wood to, you know, be pushing near it. So yeah, love this club. Driver, I'm also playing a Ping G400 model. This is the LST. It's set at 8.5, set to the small minus. Love this club. I've tried other drivers, but always have gone back to this. This has been mostly in the bag since 2018, with dabbled with a few of the Callaway drivers. I have it again in the Speeder 757. This is the Evo 4, so a little different shaft. It's tipped 1 inch. Changes the profile characteristics of the shaft a little bit, turns it into a more lower launching, lower spinning shaft. It's set to 8.5 and the small minus, but it actually has 8.5 degrees of loft at that setting. So, you know, that's the stuff some of these guys can do. Really great shaft. Again, same grip, same everything. It's going to be out throughout the bag. Z chords, 3 wraps. This playing length of this driver is 45 inches, and yeah, just, you know, again, super consistent product. It's actually quite a low spinning driver, which is awesome. Love it. Yeah, I don't see myself changing anytime soon with the driver as well. I've fiddled again with a few. Lots of great drivers out here, but for me, I just know what this is going to do. And the big thing for me with the driver is, what will it do into the wind? A little, like, not a ton of wind, but a little bit of wind. I really don't like stuff that kind of, you know, the launch. But what's really important is how the driver launches, and is the spin consistent. If you can control those 2 things, I mean, you're going to drive it pretty good. I don't want something that comes out with too low a spin. You want the spin in the air. You want the spin on the ball to keep the ball in the air, and it'll help you hit more fairways. So yeah, Ping G400, love this thing. Don't see it coming out of the bag. So I play Ping eye blades from pitching wedge through 3-iron. I have them in the Project X 6.5 golf shaft. They are 1/4 over length and 2 degrees upright. I'm a taller guy. I'm 6'2", so having that upright, having the right lie and all that is super important to having nice, consistent iron shots. The reason I actually switched back from my Callaways to these is because I found that a lot of the golf balls now are just so low spinning, and I found these quite high spinning, so made that switch, and it's helped a bit. The other thing I really like about these irons is that they have super consistent ball speeds going through the bag. There's no really fast jumps from club to club. I'm a big fan of that. I really like the look of them. Yeah, just a really well-made club. It's lasted, you know, it's done well over the years. And, you know, Ping is a great company. Again, Z-Chord grips, nothing new there. Just, yeah, I actually have a little bit of lead tape on these. This is to make sure that the swing weights are consistent, because when I got fit for these in Arizona, although this is the shaft I was fit for by the fitter, I, like a lot of golfers, said I didn't like it or had, wasn't used to it at the time, so I wanted something I was familiar with. I actually, once I got home, kind of, thought about it more, whatever, I did end up putting 6.5s into the Callaways and played those. I've played Project X basically for the last 3 years, 6.5s. Great shaft for me, really consistent ball flight, not as low spinning as some of the other options for me, but that's why it's so important to get fit. Just because it says it's a low spinning shaft doesn't mean it's going to be a low spinning shaft for you. So that's why you always want to get fit for your clubs. Go work with someone. If you can get fit, best to do it off grass with premium ball. But getting fit for your golf clubs, important at every skill level. So yeah, ping, eye blades, pitching wedge through 3-iron. Great. Really like these clubs. So for wedges, I carry 3. I carry all Titleist Vokey SM8s, 2 56 and a 60. KBS Tour S Plus shafts, quarter over. These are the only clubs that I do not have the Z chord grips on, and that is strictly because I cannot find them anywhere. And so I have the Golf Pride Tour Velvet 360s. If I can get some Z chords, those are going on right away. I have them in 12. The 52 has a 12-degree F grind for full shots. Don't really open it up at all. It's more of just a full swing, partial knockdown kind of shot. Never open it up or manipulate the face. So it's just the F grind, super square. Nothing crazy or fancy going on there. For the 56, I have it in a 12-degree D grind, and also the same grind in my 60. The reason I went with the higher balances, I live in Vancouver, Canada. It's wet here, soft conditions. We maybe get firm and fast a couple weeks out of the year, and with everything that's been going on, I haven't been traveling. So higher balance, it's the best thing for my location. When the borders open up, or if I'm traveling and playing some tournaments, I may go down to also carry a 8 bounce M grind. Haven't decided that, have to try it, but absolutely love these clubs. I love Titleist products. I have these in the raw finish, and I love the raw because I feel like it's a little softer. It's spinning more is kind of a myth. It really depends on how the club manufacturers make and plate their clubs. Titleist has always been very good for that, so if you go with Titleist wedges, you're not going to sacrifice any spin if you don't choose to go raw. I have gone with the Even Roll ER5 mid-lock putter. It has the extra large mid-lock grip, and they've put a kind of graphite shaft in here. I think this is to balance the head weight, grip weight, and keep it feeling really nice in the stroke. The thing I like about this putter is that when you go to lock it in, because it has such an exaggerated pistol and the way they've positioned it on the putter, you don't have to forward press it a ton. I've seen a lot of them, and it looks like you really have to forward press it to get it to lock in there. Not sure if I'm the biggest fan of the mid-lock, of the arm lock putting. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. Haven't played around with it enough to tell, but for now, this is what's in the bag. Really like the design of this. It feels really soft off the face, and I'm not sure if the grooves really make any difference to weight control, but maybe over time or over a series of rounds, that'll be something I'd maybe notice. So guys, that's my 2021 what's in the bag. Let me know in the comment section below what you want to see on this channel. I know this is one of my first posts, so if you could hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the bell, stay up to date. There'll be a lot more coming here soon, so bear with me. Hopefully I can get better as time goes on and get more comfortable in front of the camera. But yeah, that's my what's in the bag. Yeah, thanks, and we'll see you next time.